Um, see, like, if I was given the option to be a vampire, I don't know. Because, like, there's some things about being a vampire that I think would be interesting. Like, being able to live forever. But having to drink the blood of people and having to... I mean, I wouldn't mind the being up all night. You know, being up all night, you know, because I like being... I don't mind the daytime, don't get me wrong. But
I can't continue.
I also really like the nighttime.
His name. You cannot forget his
So, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't want some of the downsides they have. I think it also depends on the lore the vampire going through. Because, like, some vampires, they're not affected by, like, wooden stakes, or garlic, or silver, or all of that, like, or the cross or anything. And some vampires are. I do think that the ability for, like, immortality would be really cool. Being able to live for a long... Although, immortality would be a sad fate if you had no one to share it with. If I had someone to share it with, sure, I think I'd be okay with, you know, being a vampire. I probably wouldn't be like the best life in the world, but because of the fact that I wouldn't be able to do certain things anymore. But I don't know. It's hard to say. What about yourself? Would you want to be a vampire if you were given the option?
You make me sick, you juicy warm treat. Damn it! Oh my! What have we got here? A dead rat. Oh, so gross. So tempting. Eternal life. Through the blood of the lesser beasts, he said. Oh, dear God, help me. Save me, for I can't stand what I've become.
I'm gonna get that quote over here. The hint that's over here. Okay. Stop running away,
Good evening,
Karina.
miss. Can I help you? I'm a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I am Karina Billow. I don't need any doctor. The rats. Where are the rats?
Miss, you don't seem well at all. Are you afraid of rats? Has one bitten you?
No, it's me who bites them. Tasty, juicy, disgusting rats. I can't stop eating them. Help me, please. Help me to disobey the voice.
I'll take your word for it. I've never had a rat.
What happened to you?
The rats. The answer hides in their little crunchy bones. Their juicy, tiny brains.
Miss Billow, please, try to concentrate. Why do you worry about rats so much?
The voice in my head. He forces me to do so. Drink their blood, he said. Eat their flesh.
Do you feel compelled to obey that voice, Miss Billow? Even if you're loath to submit to it?
Yes. Please. Help.
Tell me about the voice in your head. Who is it? Can you describe it? Is it someone you know? Someone you met?
Keep your mouth shut, he said. Don't ever speak about me, or I'll abandon you. Help me, please, Doctor.
Tell me about yourself, Miss Billow. What do you do for a living?
Oh, I'm hungry. I need to eat. Have you got something for me? Blood, perhaps? Can you give me blood, Dr. Reed?
Don't you remember who you are, miss? What you did for work?
I was strong, proud. I campaigned for good causes. But that was before. Before. It does not matter anymore. I'm so hungry.
What is the local news hereabouts, Miss Billow?
Shadows. Shadows hunting shadows. Whispers in the dark. Pestilence. Suffering. Death.
I feel bad for Karina, like, her mind was broken, she's forced to eat rats by the vampire that...
Why do you eat rats, Karina?
Their flesh contains the path to immortality. I have to eat them all, if I want to live. Help me. Please. Make it stop.
I don't know if I can, miss. You have been tricked, forced to play a disgusting game. I don't know how to save you.
Kill me then, Doctor. Take my life. I beg you.
So, gaming for me can be relaxing sometimes, especially a game like this. Like, the combat part, it's not as relaxing as, like, the conversation part for me. But I like to play games. And so sometimes when I get off of work, when I stream, or when I play a game, it lets me relax and calm down from the stress of work. Especially since I have to work tomorrow too, so like, for me this is kind of a relaxing, cathartic thing. Like, last night, I got off work, and I played Jackster, the Precursor Legacy, and I got to like the second hub world. No, the third hub world. Because the first hub world is Sandover Village, the second one is Rock Village. Or did I get to... No, I was in Rock Village, I think, when it ended last night. And then this morning, I finished the game. So for me, it's just kind of it's a way for me to relax and a way for me to enjoy myself. And if people, come on by and check out my stream, it's, just extra fun for me. Because then I can talk to people and meet new people and see what, learn about them. And, it's more fun to stream when there's other people there. See.
If that's really what you want. Is it really what you want, Miss Billow?
No, it's not what I want. I wanted to live forever, but I've been tricked. Now, I want this torture to stop. So, yes, sir. Make it stop.
Tell me about vampires, Karina. You must have met one recently.
He promised he would help me, give me immortality, make me escape this world of death. He promised.
Who is he? How did you meet him?
I can't tell you, Doctor. He won't let me.
Karina, I order you to reveal to me the name of the vampire who took control of your will. Speak their name.
Don't you dare interfere with my game, Ekon. Go find yourself your own toy and let me play with mine.
Who are you? Reveal yourself. Let this woman be.
Why? What would be the fun in that? It's so amusing to see her defile herself, one bite at a time.
This vampire is as powerful as he is wicked.
Help me, please, Dr. Reed. Help me.
Tell me what really happened to you, Karina.
He was so handsome, so charming. He asked if I'd obey him in every way. I said yes. And then he...
He tricked you.
Yes, he has promised me eternal life. And now I must eat these rodents for attaining it. But of course, it's a lie.
I must go now. Goodbye, Miss Billow.
Yeah, gaming is fun. I mean, there's other ways I can relax. I can read a book, or I can do art, but like, sometimes it's just easier for me when my brain is just not wanting to art, or my brain is just not wanting to be creative. I can just sit down with a game, open it up, and I don't really have to think. I can just, you know, vibe. Makes my life easier. I'm gonna come around here and get her hints. I was thinking of once, if I'm not, I don't know if I'll be done with this game by the time October starts. If not, I might continue this game, but if I am, then I will probably play The Quarry, or if I decide I want to play at The Quarry, because I can get it for free with my version of PlayStation 4, PlayStation Plus. But I think it'd be fun to play a horror-based game around October, during the month of October. Also, a fun fact, I'm going to be at a comic convention coming up in October. I'm going to be there the 12th through the 15th because I have an artist booth. So I'm going to be over there selling some art that I've created. But yeah, I don't know if I'll be streaming that week. We'll see. We'll see, maybe. Or that Friday.
You give me no other choice, Clarence. Yes, my love, it's a new tea I bought. Not too bitter for your taste, I hope. Drink your tea, my love. Drink it to the last drop. And shut your damn trap for good.
Thank you. I'm actually a graphic design major, so I recently finished getting my degree. I'm just paying off my tuition for the summer right now, and then I have to pay off my loans. But I went to school for 5 years for my degree. I created a comic. I think I've stated in my bio that I'm the creator of an indie comic called Painted Red. It's a Wonderland. It's based in Wonderland. Like Alice in Wonderland kind of thing. And it follows the story of the character of the descendants of the Wonderland characters, specifically the Queen of Hearts' daughter, as she realizes her family is the insanity that you see happening to the Red Queen in the original story. In my world is somebody just shouted, somebody help me. Oh, that's right, because he's nearby. I should save him. But let's see what level this lady is. I think I can. I don't know. It's like I want to go save that guy, but I'm also really low level right now. We'll go help him. I'll have to go around, and then we'll rest up. But yeah, so my story, it follows...
Whether you need to buy something or not.
Support the equality between men and women.
I lost my train of thought, but the first chapter is available. You can actually read it on Webtoons. And the, tell me the name again. Painted Red. Holy shit. Nom 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 nom. Holy shit, leave me alone. I can't even stand up. Holy. Oh my goodness. Damn it. This guy's ruthless. Will he follow me? Yeah, he will follow me.
Gotcha!
Well. Well then, that was lovely. I just posted the Discord in the chat. So my comic is titled Painted Red. It's on Webtoons. It's got a rose, a bleeding rose on it, a white rose, or it's a white rose with red paint on it. It looks like red paint, but it's actually blood. For the cover. I don't know if I can save that guy, and it's unfortunate because I'm not powerful enough. That guy is ruthless. I'm gonna go to bed. Because I'm all out of blood now, so I can't really fight him. Well, he's dead. There was nothing I could do about that. I'm not powerful enough to fight that guy. So I lost out on some good experience. He needs... Clarence, I thought I healed you. I guess I didn't. Migraine, fatigue, cold, headache. Okay, so they're fine. They're also fine. So I need 1 migraine. 2 fatigue and 2 cold. I feel bad. I wanted to save that guy, but I couldn't. I was getting my ass handed to me.
Does not seem...
Just went from critical to hostile. Jeez, you must have like not paid much. Must have not like taken care of your people, or a lot of people have died. If one person dies, it goes. Let's see. What is my current status for this district? Stable, okay. Let's heal this guy up.
Good evening, old chap.
Up.
Are you all right?
I won't lie.
Do you need medical...
It's a little late for visiting hours, don't you think?
What can I say? I haven't lost my old habits.
I hope we're talking about the same habits, old friend.
Venus is poisoning you, Clarence. She wants you dead.
So she really hates me that much now. My poor wife. I had no idea my research would drive her to such extremes.
I'm sorry, Clarence.
Why would you tell me that? First you returned from the dead, and now you tell me my wife is trying to murder me.
You're a stupid bastard, but you're my friend, Clarence. And I don't have many left. I don't want you to die. Not like that.
But I love her. I love my wife. Did I make her suffer that much? Have I become such a burden?
So you have no suspicions about her at all? Nothing in Venus's behavior has seemed odd since you returned?
Frankly, it's my behavior that's been odd. Ever since I got back from the war, she accuses me of being paranoid and delusional.
You need some rest, Clarence. You should try to sleep.
Hit 2 times. That's fair. I'm actually trying. I have a playthrough where I'm actually going to try to go get every district hostile. But this is one where I'm trying to get a good ending. So I can't have more than... I can't have any of my places go to hostile or critical. They have to stay healthy. I need to do the water.
Women of all countries unite!
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
There has been quite a battle here. I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Good evening. We repel the influence for now.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bancher was no match for him.
Hear, hear, hear!
Come forward, young Ascalon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
Yes, she is. I may even say I admire her probity and her kindness. She has helped me since I was reborn.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is immortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End, but the time has come to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Why have you asked me here?
Because the crisis is escalating. Our enemies, the Guard of Priwen, have even launched an open hunt. The only way to calm things down is to put an end to the epidemic.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End. Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed. But first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon, who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
How dare you speak so flippantly of my family?
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
Before I accept, I have so many questions.
Please ask.
What does it mean to be a member of the Ascalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Do you have any official recognition from the government? A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members, and I do appreciate obedience.
What is the Ascalon Club's express purpose?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
What does Ascalon mean?
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
William Marshall founded the Ascalon Club.
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone for so long.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours, sent to cleanse the east end of all skulls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country. My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall. Speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Yes, I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation. Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
I personally...
Good evening, Dr. Reed. How does it feel to be this evening's centerpiece? Figuratively.
It's quite unsettling. As a doctor, I am more used to being the observer than the subject observed.
Do not be alarmed. The Ascalon Club has a tried and tested policy for choosing its initiates.
May I ask who you are, sir?
Why would you be interested?
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beating heart, you draw quite a bit of attention yourself.
Ah, vampire senses never cease to fascinate me. They dwarf those of mere mortals. I am Aloysius Dawson, by the way.
Are you a member of the club?
Yes, I am. And I have been for many years. And will be until the day I die.
What can you tell me about it?
It's not really my place to give you such information. I am merely a mortal member, and a dying one at that.
Are you sick?
Personally, I consider my advancing years are a sickness in itself. My body is slowly abandoning me, Dr. Reed.
Are you not afraid? You are surrounded by vampires.
Sir, it's for that very reason that I joined the club in the first place.
Is not the nature of this club a secret, shared by only a privileged few?
My dear Dr. Reed, I have spent years and a fortune precisely to gather that kind of information.
So you asked for membership?
I have been a member of many clubs in many countries. But I must admit, this one is my favorite.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave?
I would not dare speak of our chairman without his consent.
Mr. Dawson, of Dawson and Dawson. The wealthiest man in England. It is a pleasure to meet such a prominent figure of London.
A withering London figurehead, to be precise.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson? I am a doctor, you know.
My case is beyond the scope of traditional medicine. I have spent fortunes on the world's most competent doctors to arrive at that diagnostic conclusion.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Should I suppose that you're here in search of some form of immortality?
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan to save the city I was born in. To cast out the ghastly evil that has us all on our knees.
What do you know about the Guard of Priwen?
I should not say this, but I admire their commitment. This is what the nation needs right now.
But they are our enemies.
They are not mine, Dr. Reed.
Would you help them?
No. There is a time for such methods. But brute force will not be enough to fight this plague. We have to think differently.
What is the situation like in this part of town?
I am sure Lord Redgrave will enlighten you more effectively than I.
Money cannot solve every problem. This mysterious epidemic is going to require more than money can buy.
You're right. Money is nothing unless one has the will to wield it. I have a plan, sir. A radical one that will save all that is essential in London.
What is your plan, then?
Quarantine and barricades are futile. What we need is a wall. A formidable, unscalable wall to isolate the deserving from the infected masses.
By doing so, you would create two separate ghettos. What if the disease gets past the wall? The results would be disastrous.
Not if we eliminate all suspected cases of infection as soon as they appear. A necessary sacrifice.
Are you not mistaking sacrifice for summary execution?
Why do you care? Are you not a vampire? Removed from all mortal concerns? Decisiveness is what the city needs, and it needs it now.
I know we're facing a crisis, but I'm shocked no one took the time to clean up the mess inside the club since we were attacked.
I must admit the Guard of Priwen impressed me. They must have spent years preparing their plan.
That went well, did it not? It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago. Well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Sparrow.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
Do you know Edgar Swansea?
Not personally, but I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider him my good friend?
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good Dr. Swansea?
You were spying on me?
Not personally. I rarely leave this building. But once he found you, Fergal kept me informed. Until you put an end to his mission.
Who was Fergal? I don't see him sipping tea with the others in the club.
Fergal Banshire was my squire of sorts. Even before becoming that magnificent beast, he was a brute. He served me well for decades.
No, I mean, what was he? He was clearly no ordinary vampire.
No. He was a Volcod. All muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed. Ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake them for werewolves.
You do know I killed him.
Yes.
Will you bear ill will towards me for his death?
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive and courageous. You earned my respect.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied Scals in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Scals.
Scals are hostile vectors of contagion. That is a fact. But first and foremost, they are victims.
I agree, Dr. Reed. Most of the new Scals who roam the streets at night used to be good British citizens, but they must be put down nevertheless.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club, and you have carte blanche. Interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Okay. Once we exit this building and let out the loading screen, we'll end the stream. Because I've been streaming for 3.5 hours and it's starting to get... my mouth is starting to get dry and it's starting to get like... to the point where I'm losing energy for streaming. I might continue to play a game, but I won't be streaming anymore for the rest of the night. I'm very sad that I wasn't able to save that person from being killed, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna end this stream here, so if you enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, follow, and don't forget to turn notifications on so you're notified whenever I go live. If you'd like to talk to me when I'm not streaming, feel free to join my Discord or follow me on my social media, links in my bio. And without further ado, have a beautiful and wonderful day, and don't forget to stay frosty.